Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pimps and simps, welcome back to the Mac Life, the #1 podcast here in the world. We're back for episode 128. Now, if you're new to the channel, we go over absolutely everything to do with growing your brand online, monetizing that brand, OnlyFans marketing for creators, and OnlyFans management, so how to manage ladies and take a percent. Now, the way in which I structure these videos is in podcast style format. Essentially, they are long format videos where I go over updates. Me and you get to build a little connection, and then we get into the juice or the crux of the video towards the end, and we cover a specific topic. Today's topic that we'll be looking at is a step-by-step guide for setting up OnlyFans. Now, if you're a creator, you 100% need to stick around and watch this video if you're thinking about starting OnlyFans. And if you're a manager that's going to manage ladies, you also 100% need to stick around and watch this video because there is a lot of juice. We'll be covering subscriptions, pay-per-view messages, what is it? We're going to go over what everything is. We're going to look at what's more important. We're going to look at whether you need to set up a free or a paid group. Storing content. We'll be looking at how to promote and then how to get paid as well. So a whole range of different topics for OnlyFans, but some very, very important ones. And then some little extra sauce towards the end. Now, while you're here, hit subscribe already, okay? Let's just get it out of the way. Hit subscribe. You can always take it back if you didn't enjoy, but you may as well hit subscribe because I drop daily bangers for you. The best in the game when it comes to OnlyFans. Now, we have quite a lot of updates to go over, same as normal, and I'm excited to get into today's updates for you all. Now, also, I want to let you know, ladies, if you're watching this is not the PC-friendly channel, okay? If you are looking for a girl to be like, this is girl power, this is tips, this is what you need to do, babe, and you need to charge $20 and compete with, you shouldn't be watching my channel. This is the business channel. If you are here with the intention to start OnlyFans to make the most money possible in the shortest amount of time, you have found the right place. If you are looking for someone to sugarcoat it and pat you on the head, you are in the wrong place. Okay? Same for you creators. There are a lot of dudes and a lot of simps that message me and they're like, I want to start OnlyFans, but I'm suffering this challenge with getting a girl. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You shouldn't even be in this business. This is the pimping game, the OG pimping game. Just brought into the new era and you are fucking whinging. The streets would have you capped. Capped. Now, we have quite a lot to go over, as I said. Planning this New Zealand trip coming up with my mate, so it'll be a great little vlog series. At the moment, we're not sure if we can get into Japan. We're still trying to find out what this thing is to do with a group tour. Fuck, I nearly launched paper today. Group tour. Apparently to get through Japan and you still need a test to get in, as well as South Korea, which I am not a fan of at all. So it's most likely going to be New Zealand and then, I don't know, potentially Dubai or somewhere around there. We'll have a look where we're going to be going. But I want to tie Dubai in with also getting my teeth finished in Turkey. If you don't know, I started Invisalign about 9 months ago now. My teeth aren't great yet, but they are a lot better than they were. Like, my teeth were fucked. Beyond fucked. They were mega crooked, mega everything. And, you know, you motherfuckers have to watch a video every single day. So I thought the least I could do is go out and get some sexy new teeth. Now, essentially, I went with the Invisalign procedure first because otherwise, all my teeth would have to be capped. So if you've seen those scary-ass videos where they shave their teeth down to little pegs, okay, and then they put a full cover on, that is what the capping procedure is. That is very, very bad for your oral health long-term, and especially if you do jiu-jitsu, MMA, okay? If a tooth like that gets knocked out because it's only on a very tiny little bit of tooth that it holds onto, the only option after that is you have no tooth left is they have to drill in implants, which I hope to avoid for a long period of my life. So what we're going to be doing is get the Invisalign procedure basically finished to the point where the teeth are straight enough to just veneer. Then I'll be heading to Turkey. Reasons because Turkey is just the cosmetic capital of the world. They do the best job over there. And essentially they do a shade of white that they don't offer here in Australia. And they're going to be just super fucking bright white. So get ready for the gleaming teeth fucking project coming up. But essentially I've got to tie in that with heading to Dubai because Dubai is close to Turkey in comparison from Australia. So it's like, fuck, I may as well, you know, tie it in where I'm hitting Dubai at the same time that I'm going to Turkey to get this shit done. So we're working on that. Now, I've got new IG posts to put up today, a few more rap ones. I'm just not confident in how long it's going to take to get this verification. We're past the 2-month mark now. I was told 2 weeks. Again, you can see how much of a process. And you would think like some things in life, you just can't accelerate with capital. There are a lot of things in life that require patience. And if you don't have patience and if you don't have persistence and tenacity, okay, and a meticulous attention for ripping people apart when they're not performing, it doesn't matter how much capital you acquire, you will not be able to get certain things in life. And Alex Hormozi says this. He says, you can fix the majority of problems with money, but then you're left with the main problems, which money can't solve. Or he says it a lot in a lot sexier way, but it essentially means like there are a lot of problems in life. The main problems that you have in life really can't be solved with money. You can only solve the quick, easy ones with money, and then you're left with the non-solvable ones, which require something else. So, I have a lot of connections. I have a lot of capital, and yet to get verified, this has been a process of nearly an entire year from doing this podcast to trying to get verified on Instagram every day, putting in some amount of effort to get it done. So I feel we're very close now. We were meant to submit and then it was like, oh yeah, but we need more posts and it's this shit. But anyway, I've got 2 new posts there to put up today, 2 new rap videos. I'm going to absolutely hammer these cunts now. Like I'm just going to start getting beyond like, I don't know, because it's at the point where it's like, if I say to them, okay, I'm just pulling the plug, that's it, we're done. I haven't wasted because I've learnt, but I've wasted a massive amount of fucking time, effort, and then I've got to find someone else to do it. So in terms of the best bet, it's still these guys, but it's just taking 10x longer than I thought, and that's like just managing expectations. If you don't know why you would want to get verified on Instagram and pay a large amount of money, okay, to get verified on Instagram, social proofing will open you up to absolutely everything. Social proofing is 100% key. Now, with Instagram, if you get verified, and I sell some high-ticket software or anything like that, people jump across new people, and the first thing they see on your profile is that you're verified. It reduces the trusting process, even if it reduces it by 10%. That is massive. And if you think, yeah, well, I wouldn't trust people more because they're verified, you do not understand cognitive biases. No matter how much you think you are aware of these things and you say, I am above that, you are not. Your brain operates at a subconscious level and makes decisions without your conscious mind knowing, okay, around certain things. Reciprocity, okay, stress influence bias. There are a whole range of little processes that dictate how we are influenced in the world. And they're very, very important to go out and research. Charlie Munger has a great thing on them, and I highly recommend that you go out and you at least figure out the 12 universal laws of persuasion if you don't know those. And then you look at the cognitive biases, because applying them to business is massive. And in the Onlyfans industry, it's beyond massive. So anyway, we only really have 3 more little updates and then we'll get into the Onlyfans stuff today. So the power of YouTube as well. A lot of people, this is why you can't trust vanity metrics. And it goes again with social proofing. A lot of people see my YouTube videos and the newer ones have only got 100-something views or 400 views, 500 views. But the difference between the amount of growth that can bring in any business, you don't understand. Because say every video was to cap at 100 views, which it doesn't. It continues to get views, which I'll explain in a second. The power of putting in a large amount of work over time is massive. If I just have 100 people view my video a day, okay, but now I have, say, 10 videos, that's 1,000 views. Once I have 100 videos up, that is 10,000 views a day. If you're even converting 1% of those people, eventually, it doesn't have to be same day, but if you're even converting 1% of those viewers into your audience, okay, which if you understand how to do YouTube correctly and you target the right things, you should be, the amount of money you can make is astronomical. You do not need millions of videos on a view. And that being said, YouTube is the only platform that favors work long term. You put in the work today and you might not see results for a few months, but then it brings it to you later on, which is massive. So for example, I posted some videos last year, I think now. Definitely last year, towards the very end of last year. And it was essentially helping people fix their bans on Facebook Marketplace, recovering or zero view glitch, some stuff to do with Facebook Marketplace. Now, at the time, 120 views, 300 views, okay, 500 views, 600 views, stop watching. You look forward a year later and those videos are ranking massively, 30, 40,000 views. Now, those videos aren't just going to stop there. They're going to continue to grow and grow and grow. But at the same time, I'm adding new videos and new topics. And this is what you don't understand is if you don't have a YouTube podcast, you are missing out on by far the most powerful form of business you can possibly have. This is why I'm doing my ecom stuff, I'm doing the Onlyfans stuff, and I'm still here pumping content every single day on YouTube. And I've mentioned this 128 times now. In 128 fucking 45, usually minute videos, 30-minute videos. That is an immense amount of time I have put into YouTube. But at the exact same rate, like I understand this business, YouTube itself, 10 years from now, from the amount of stuff I've put in, will consistently earn me 8 figures a year profit from YouTube within 10 years. That's a pretty fucking scary thing to understand. And the majority of people, you know, if I tell you, do you want to be a millionaire, you're willing to put in 10 years work and then you'll make it $1 million, even 7 figures every year from now on, everyone would say yes. But I give you the roadmap and none of yous do it. Onlyfans, marketplace, YouTube podcasts, the 3 biggest fucking opportunities you have in today's economy. Focus on them, and they're all taught inside the hive mind. I teach every single one in there, so you need to be in the hive. Now next, we only really have two more things. Each day, once you get to a certain level of capital where you can afford, you know, whether you have rent, it's your rent super easy, your bills, you know, you're not worrying about where you eat, you can just buy what you want. You're not worried about, you can buy what clothes you want. You know, you're not worrying about the price of fuel. You're not worrying about all these little discrepancies of life, let's call it in the Western world. You're not worried about all these little discrepancies, or developed countries, I should say. You're not worried about these little things, and you get to that level of capital. Work really just becomes enjoyable, and you see the most result from doing the best work you can. And really, what brings the most fulfillment each day is to simply do the best job you can that day. Pick one path, stick with it, stop searching for giant virality, giant growth, and just do the best work you can each day. And it's funny, like, you read all these self-development books that are taught by, like, billionaires and, you know, like Napoleon Hill and all these people that have made serious amounts of money. And they drill in these key fundamental principles, like doing the best work you can, having a positive outlook, sticking with, you know, one lane. And you hear these things time and time again, and you know, you believe them, but then there's something in your brain that says, yeah, but it's easy for you because you're a billionaire. But what happens is, once you really adopt these things and then you see success and then you get to a level of capital where it's like, you understand that these principles are actually everything. And you hear this people repeating the same shit. You need to do these things and you think, oh, that's a positivity, recycled bullshit. It is so effective to building your dream life. And I know the majority of people that watch my podcast, you're trying to build your dream life. You're trying to have a life where you can just go travel when you want. It's not a thing to go book a plane ticket somewhere, travel, take your friends, take your family, wear what clothes you want, eat what you want, work Wi-Fi, fucking make the Wi-Fi bread, not have to report to a boss, wake up when you want, fucking whatever it is that you want to do. You know, if you're fucking big into fitness, you're not worried about the cost of meals, you can buy whatever you want, the best supplements, the best training gear. That is why I feel the majority of you watch these videos, and that's why I'll continue to bang them out every single day. Every single day. So, and last thing as well, I have what we call the SUGMA policy inside of the hive mind. SUGMA balls policy. If for any reason you're caught spreading any negativity at all, you argue with other members. If I catch you arguing, it's a bit of a discrepancy, you may get one warning. But if I see you spreading negativity, talking shit about my moderators, anything to do with that, you just get kicked. It's no refund. You have broken the group rules. You will just be booted. As simple as it is. Banned, blocked. You will never be allowed back inside the hive. We don't need you. We continue to grow and expand massively every single day, and I have to filter out the simps. And the thing is, it's not worth you being in the group anyway, because your mindset is capped. You're never going to succeed no matter what business, no matter what community you're in. Your internal mind needs some work. So we call that the SUGMA policy. And I booted someone out yesterday who was like, oh, fucking, I was thinking about cancelling, and we bet like our cancel rate is next to nothing. And he's like, I was thinking about cancelling, and I was messaging Jordan, and then I got billed again for the next month, so I've decided I want to stay, but it's not the best. And it's like it's a one-click cancel within your account. Like the IQ challenge cap you must have. Okay, so boom, kicked, gone, Sugma policy. And then I woke up today and someone's like, is that how you treat your customers? That's your warning on the ice for you, sir. Okay, I don't even know who you are, but that is your warning. I scrolled through the Discord, I seen that. Any little snide remarks or anything that I feel is snaky, boom! That is how I treat the customers. Sugma policy. This is the Mac life. I make serious amounts of money from multiple streams. You are not needed. You need the hive. Remember that. Write that down on your wall in your bedroom. I obey to the Sugma policy. Now, that being said, let's get into the juicy OnlyFans content. We're getting into it quick today. We have a shit ton of OnlyFans content, and this is going to be super powerful, super helpful for building that business. Now, the number one thing is you have to understand that what you're learning, ladies, if you're watching this, and managers, is you're learning a framework. You need to change your mindset that you're in the OnlyFans industry to you're participating inside of a business framework that can be applied anywhere. And, this happens a lot. Like, OnlyFans will put out a message and say, like last year, we're thinking about removing the ability to post any nude content due to our payment gateways, It never followed through, but everyone panicked. Everyone's power messaging me, bro, did you hear about this? But what about this? Everyone's stressing. And it's like, what? You hear one little bit of bad news, potentially bad news, and you panic because you're focused on a platform rather than being focused on a framework. And this is the very first and most important thing that I can tell you, ladies, if you're thinking of starting OnlyFans and managers. Understand your framework is very simple. Let me break it down for both a manager and a creator. Start with the creator. You are selling sexualized content in exchange for money. The platform doesn't matter. And if you're sitting there going, yeah, well, you can also bake on OnlyFans, get the fuck off this video. You shouldn't be here. You're already a fucking annoying sort of person, okay? Get the fuck off my channel. It's a framework. You're selling sexualized content, whatever level you want to take that to is up to you, but you're selling that in exchange for money. Now, I've already talked about this. Your intention is to your goal, okay? What would I going to say? Objection. Your I don't even know the fucking word I'm searching for right now. You've got me heated. Okay? What you're searching for is to provide the most value possible to the customers, okay, and anyone else who works within your business, and make the most money possible. It's that simple. Make the most money possible. You need to put that mindset in your head, not saying I'm going to charge the fair market value price. Gone. 99% of other people have that ideology, and 99% of other people are broke. Brokies, as Mr. Tate would say. Take that mindset. Remove it, okay? 100%. Your goal is to make the most money possible and provide the most value possible. And if you disagree with that in any way, you should not be in business. Because if you're providing the most value, more value, which is value has an actual mathematical equation, which I'm not going to explain yet. But if you're providing the most value possible and getting paid the most, why would that not be beneficial to every single person? Have a deep think about that, okay? So understand, ladies, you're in a framework where you're selling sexualized content. Now, whether that takes place on OnlyFans, that doesn't matter. Maybe OnlyFans won't be around in a few years. Maybe it'll be inside the metaverse, okay? But at the moment, the best way is with OnlyFans. However, your framework is you are selling sexualized content, okay? And understand that can be on OnlyFans, that can be through PayPal, that can be a Stripe payment gateway, it can be a whole range of different things, but that's what you're doing. Men, understand, you are doing the exact same thing, except you are leveraging ladies for those content in exchange for providing some form of value. What value are you providing? You are giving them their time back from the business, okay? So you are handling all the things that would take time, and you are providing, hopefully, a marketing expertise. If you don't have a marketing expertise yet, okay, join the damn hive mind. I teach you everything to do with marketing, and OnlyFans marketing is so simple to make serious amounts of money. I teach all of that inside the hive. Whether you're a creator, whether you're a manager, you need to be in there. And I don't think I've even explained in this video, if you don't know what the hive is, It's not just all of the training for OnlyFans, but it has e-commerce training, YouTube automation, Instagram growth, and then you get plugged into our Discord server and our Facebook group, our community of people, okay? All other creators, all other managers doing the same thing. We've got over 400 members now. Think about how quick it is to grow when you come across a problem and you're like, oh, I'm struggling. I've tried to verify 3 times on OnlyFans and I keep getting rejected. How many of the other 400 people in the group do you think had that same issue and can instantly offer you a remedy? You type, someone else is online. People are active 24/7 inside the Hive. You're going to get an instant reply. You're going to get instant support. How much time is that going to save you? That's why the Hive exists. Now, you have a framework, okay? You're selling sexualized content for the most money possible and providing the most value. Now you need to understand there are 2 main things inside of OnlyFans, and these are really the only 2 that you need to focus on for now. Subscriptions and messaging. The majority of your revenue will come from messaging, and that is by understanding pricing. You need to charge a premium. I teach people to charge $100 per piece of content, and if you don't understand why or you don't think that would work, it's a base rate fallacy. I shouldn't describe this in every video. Join the Hive. I will break down your misconceptions of why you're wrong, and we will get you charging people $100 per picture. Now, if you say in your head, oh, well, that wouldn't work, wouldn't you like the opportunity to be proven wrong? Think about that. Imagine maybe the guy who's got 400 members and participates and consults with creators doing over $1 million a year, multiple creators. Maybe he might know a little bit more than me about this industry. And have a think to yourself, wouldn't you love the opportunity to be proven wrong? If you're a massive obese person trying to lose weight, and I said, oh bro, all you gotta do is eat this one fruit and you'll lose all the weight. I know it's not possible, but if I said, all you gotta do is eat this one fruit, you'll lose all the weight. And you're like, no, it doesn't work. Do you think that person would like the opportunity to be proven wrong? If I said, just try this papaya. Just bro, try it for 10 days. And they lost all this weight. Wouldn't you be ecstatic about the fact that that worked? The problem is you don't want to be wrong. That's a big thing that we have to break down in our head. So wouldn't you like the opportunity to instead be able to charge $100 per piece of content instead of maybe the $10 that you were thinking of charging or that you're charging now? Okay? And if you want some further reinforcement on that, you should join the Hive. You know, I know I've plugged it 1,000,000 times in this video, but the reason I push the Hive so much is it's mostly about breaking down your poor beliefs, setting the correct habits in place from the start, and then you're already set for success. You know, when I train at Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand, I get there and, you know, I feel I'm good at kickboxing. When I spar with people, my movement is good. You know, I can put some whip on my kicks. I can cause damage to people. I can spar with people bigger than me. But when it's just Muay Thai style and I'm trying to correct my kick, you know, I'm at an amateur level trying to throw a Muay Thai kick, trying to throw the knee the way it's thrown in Muay Thai. And it's like, if I had those basics from the beginning for both things, I would be 100x where I am now. So it's really about breaking down those poor habits and building the correct ones. And because I only did kickboxing and not Muay Thai, you know, to correct the kick that has been reinforced 1,000,000 times to throw it with a whip on the end, it's so hard to correct that. And that's what's happened with a lot of your poor beliefs, is it's very hard because it's been ingrained and reinforced and reinforced and reinforced. So that's why you need to be in a community. And when you see other people inside the Hive charging $100 per piece of content and they're making 10x more than you, but your friend that you may know that's doing OnlyFans is saying, I charge $20, but you see everyone else winning, making a lot more, charging $100, your belief system's going to change. That's why community is so important. Now, so they're the only 2 things you need to worry about. Subscriptions and pay-per-view messaging. 80% of your revenue will come from messaging. The time spent in the chats and charging $100 per piece of content. Okay, it doesn't come from subscriptions. And that being said, next, should you have a paid group or a free group? Never have a free group. You don't want to waste your time there. They are low-value people. They're trying to scrape whatever they can. They're the sort of people you want to build a list around avoiding with your marketing. Okay? You only want to target people who are willing to pay a premium. Your time would be better spent, okay, marketing on places like Tinder and looking for the customers who are willing to pay a premium. You can fuck around for 80% of your time around here to scrape that extra one person to get on board, Or you can spend that exact same amount of time on Tinder and maybe get 3 or 4, which doesn't sound like much, but in comparison to 1 to 4, okay, that's a 4x or 400%. You'll have a 4 times larger business. Now imagine when you're operating at a level where you're turning over $1 million a year, your time was spent fucking around down here, you can make 1 million or you can make 4. As the numbers get bigger, okay, it becomes a lot more understandable. Now, as for storing content, ladies, you can use, and managers as well, you want to use Google Drive. Keep everything inside of Google Drive. It's safe, it's secure. You have the ability to share it with VA, share it with your team, and it keeps an activity log. So you can see who's viewed it, when they've viewed it, what they've done, okay, who's deleted content, who's moved content. Everything's transparent. Everything is... And then, when you send it off to customers, it's going to be stored inside the Onlyfans vault, okay? As an additional tip, you need to be professional. You need to track things, okay? Whether you want to use an Excel sheet or whether you want to just have a fucking stellar memory, I would recommend an Excel sheet. You track what customers you have sent what content to. You don't want to be caught saying, oh, baby, and resending that same piece of content from months ago saying, oh, I'll take an ass pic for you right now. And it's that same pic, okay? You've just diminished all your trust by being lazy and not being professional. Be professional. And then... probably the last thing, and again, like I said, if I've offended you in today's video and you're like, oh, he's a cunt, good. This is the money show. I'm trying to help you make the most money possible, okay, and get to that freedom lifestyle. The last thing, okay, and this is for managers especially. I've had a few people message me in this group. If your mindset is this, you need to be working on mindset more than anything. And ladies, if you're scared of this, I know a lot of you are, comes from an insecurity standpoint, you shouldn't be in this business until you correct your mindset. A lot of you say, how do I get paid? And I say, well, the easiest way is bank transfer. Just direct bank transfer. And people say, yeah, but it's going to say OnlyFans on my statement. You think you're going to be successful in an industry where you're scared of your bank statement showing OnlyFans? How are you going to be successful if you're worried about an accountant seeing that you do OnlyFans? If you're worried about a family member finding out that you do OnlyFans? If you're worried about... If you already have all these worries and these mental blockages, you're going to limit yourself. You're going to limit your potential. There's no point. You may as well pick an industry where it's not as lucrative, but you can give it 100%. Why not focus on Facebook Marketplace, but give it 100%? Because if you're worried about these things, okay, you've already set ceilings. You've already set, okay, I can't get big enough that my parents will find out. Okay, so you're always going to operate at this tier. That's under the 100K a year mark. Okay? Let's go even lower. I'm worried about it showing up on my bank statement, so I need to be discreet. I need to find other ways to do it. I definitely can't let an accountant see it. You're not going to get definitely nowhere near 6 figures if you're not going to have an accountant be able to help you with your business and grow your business and you're trying to handle that yourself. Usually it's our internal traits that we need to fix. So as Alex Hamosi says, okay, we're either what's stopping us from making more money is either a skill, a character trait, or a belief. In today's video, I've hopefully given you all 3. Maybe it's the belief that you're not that you should charge $10 instead of $100 per piece of content. That's a belief that needs to go. That's a belief that needs to be fixed. Maybe you're scared. I was going to put down this finger, but wait. Maybe you're scared of your OnlyFans showing up on your bank statements. That is, they're a character trait which needs to be fixed. Insecurity and belief, and we have one left, skills, which are all taught inside the fucking hive mind. Very easy. Skills change day to day, okay, especially in the marketing world, and that's why you want the power of a community there who are actively engaging. You can ask, you can outreach. We have people doing $30,000 months. Now we have people doing 7 figures a year inside the hive. Why are you not in the hive? Hit subscribe, join the hive. I'll see you all for tomorrow's podcast. Fucker.